let's talk about what I, as an asexual person, don't understand about straight people. And if you don't know what asexuality is, it's pretty much a sexuality where you don't really like anyone sexually, which is pretty much given by the name. So you can like people romantically. I, for example, am very romantic. I am biromantic. And I love relationships and I love having crushes and stuff like that. I just don't feel attracted to anyone physically or sexually. Of course, I don't want to generalize my experience, and every single asexual person identifies as something on the spectrum. Asexuality is a spectrum. You can be asexual and still be somewhat attracted physically to someone. You can be asexual and have sex. You can be asexual and want to kiss someone. It's just a large spectrum. I have not figured out everything about my asexuality. I figure new things out every single day. I just know that I do not look at someone and, I don't know, I'm attracted to them or like want to kiss them or want to do anything with them just by looking at them or just by even by getting to know them. Like, I very rarely, close to zero, ever have those kind of crushes. Like, most of my crushes are just mental, and I fall in love with the personality and the, I don't know, I have different types, but those types are like mental and personality like, and yeah, stuff like that, not necessarily physical. Now, because of that, one thing I don't understand about straight people is that I hear my friends all the time talking about how they would, I don't know, kiss, fuck, the character of a movie or like an actor, or even someone they saw on the street, they're like, oh my god, this is so hot. I do not understand what the word hot is. I don't understand its meaning. I cannot understand what that means. Like, I've had conversations with sexual people or like people on the spectrum before, and like, we cannot understand that. We are clueless about that. Like, for the longest time, hotness, I thought it was how much someone went to the gym and how like their shape of the body is built, and that's like what makes I don't know, a person hot. Because I thought like every time in a movie when someone would say hot, it's because of their like very well built body. I later discovered that it's not actually that. And like, I didn't even think about anything sexual. Oh, another thing I didn't really understand, it's like in Western culture, or like not necessarily Western, but like especially in Romania, there's this big emphasis on having like curves on your body, especially as a woman. So like having curves and guys having muscles. I feel like this is kind of generalizable on the Western side of the world, not Eastern at all, but like Western. I never understood why, or like not never. Now I can understand. It's just that it took me so long to understand why, because I never even thought about that. Like, I never even thought about that before. Every time someone wanted curves or someone wanted muscles, I never thought about, there's different like reasoning for it, but like I never thought about like touching or like grabbing someone's body and stuff like that. I never think about someone's body. So that's extremely confusing to me when someone is like, I need curves, or like, for the longest time I didn't even understand why I needed to have curves. Like, I had this mentality that, okay, I need to have curves, that's what makes you beautiful, but why? In which world? Why? I never understood. Another thing is sexual dreams or sexual fantasy or masturbation. Masturbation is a whole thing in itself. I don't understand it. I mean, I do understand it, I just don't understand it. Like, I can emphasize why someone would do it. Like, I can understand that. I wouldn't understand it on myself. Sexual dreams, I've never had a sexual dream in my entire life. I don't even know what that is. Like, I feel like I've only had something close to a sexual dream when I was like first watching porn, and that traumatized me probably. So I was like dreaming about sexual things, but in a very bad way, not in a good way. I've never had sexual dreams with my crushes. I don't understand how your brain thinks like that. Like, my brain doesn't think of anything sexual ever. Not even crossing its mind. Like, never. And so how would it conceive something that is sexual over the dream? I don't know. And again, I can understand that if you think about sex during the day, or like if you have this desire to have it, or like if you have anything a desire to have anything sexual with someone, I understand why you would dream about it. I just don't understand how that would work. Like, I don't know. I've never had the experience, so I don't actually understand the experience. I've never had a dream, or like I've never had a fantasy, so I don't actually understand how it works or what it goes and why, how it feels. I don't think I would ever understand how it feels, honestly, because I just don't want it. And I feel like it's a difference. But yeah, I understand in theory. I don't understand how it would apply to me. Oh, another thing. Okay, I feel like I could fall in love with anyone, no matter their like physical appearance. Like, I've fallen in love with the ugliest people on earth, and like I've been obsessed with them for like months. And what I mean by obsessed is like just romantically obsessed, just constantly thinking about them, constantly thinking about how to make them feel better, how to, like, I don't know, things like that, you know, like normal crushes. But I like, their appearance only stopped me when I was telling other people. So like, I could be over the head about this person, and I could be in love with, like, not in love, but like I could have the like biggest crush on them, because I don't think I was in love until like now, at least. And I feel like I just had like random dopamine crushes and whatever. I could have the biggest crush on this person, and like they could be the ugliest person I know, and the only difference their face or their appearance makes is how much I tell other people about it. So I wouldn't tell my friends about an ugly crush because I know I would be criticized, and I still don't really. But I would still have the like the same level of crushness, or like the same level of likeness towards them. That's what I don't understand about some people, like especially most straight people, I guess. There's a small-ish or big-ish, depending on the person, emphasis on physical appearance. And I can understand it because, like, what I don't understand what hot means, but I understand what beautiful means. And those are completely different things. I've had a lot of friends who don't even think about, like, liking someone if they're ugly or if they're below their, like, I don't know, threshold. I feel like I had more ugly or like meat crushes than very, very beautiful crushes. That's just because I don't like narcissist people, and usually people that are attractive or like attractive. Again, I don't understand really what attractive means, but like whatever. People that are attractive usually are narcissists, at least guys, not girls. No, women, that's a different story. Another thing that I don't understand is one night stands, hookups, anything like that, which is self-explanatory why. Like, I don't understand how someone would like someone physically that much to have sex with them for only one night and then don't like them, and then like never talk to them or like never have sex again with them. That's just something I cannot understand. Like, I am okay with it, I accept it, I understand this is where we are in society. Do I understand it, or do I understand what people want to do that? Yes, I am guessing it's because of a need that I do not have, and most people have, and then need to satisfy that need somehow. Do I actually understand it? No, because I've never had the experience, or like I've never had the desire. It never even crossed my mind. And that's another thing I don't understand. Like, I've been on dates in the US, maybe in Europe is better, but I've been on dates in the US, and like some people literally expect you to have sex with them like after the third date. I think the third date is like the optimal sex time, or like whatever. But I've had guys who literally wanted to have sex with me in the first date, and I'm like, are you that stupid? And the thing is that I know the person, and I say the person because it can be a guy or a girl. I just have more like bad experiences with men, and that's why I'm criticizing them, but like whatever. If the person, I know the person thinks about something sexual while we are on a date, I just it doesn't cross my mind. That doesn't cross my mind. Like in theory I know, but like while we are at the date I don't know. Like I have ended up in a guy's apartment, not even understanding, like the idea never crossed my mind that he would want to have sex with me. Like it crossed my mind only when I entered the apartment, not the way there. Honestly, I felt safe, because if I didn't feel safe, then I would probably think about that. But like if I feel comfortable with someone, that idea doesn't even cross my mind. And that I feel like is so uncommon with most people, because like I don't know, I was talking again with some friends and they constantly think about like how to get to, like, I don't know, their room, or how to get to closer to them. Again, I don't really feel the need to get closer to any of my crushes. I don't really feel the need to get like sexual with any of my crushes. Like I'm okay with, not okay, I'm perfectly fine, don't need anything more with cute romantic dates, and like doing small things for each other. And like, you know, a lot of straight people don't understand about asexual people is like, what's the difference between friendships and relationships for us? I feel like it's just the amount of obsession and like love, if you reach the love level towards that person that you have. So like, you wouldn't be obsessed with a friend, you wouldn't be that obsessed with a friend, you wouldn't care that much about a friend, you know, like it's completely different. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, and I've had people that ask me that a lot of times, and it's just that. Another thing that I don't understand is like, I've seen some relationships that are solely revolved around sex. So like all of their dates are sex related, or like they go to each other's like apartments and stuff like that. I don't really understand that at all. Although, okay, again, I accept it's not like I'm against anything. It's just like, I feel like a date should be romantic, and in my opinion sex is not romantic at all. And so I don't understand. Can I explain why? Not really. Like, can I explain my reasoning behind it? It's just a feeling. Like, I feel like I'm against it. I don't necessarily know why. Like, I understand why from my own perspective, but I'm sometimes against it with other people too, which I should work on. And I feel like what other people don't understand about me, I post a lot of like, not sexual dances, but like very sensitive, very liking my body, very sexy dances. And like a lot of people think of me as a very over sexual person, or like very overly expressive with their sexuality, which I feel like I kind of am, but at the same time that's not my sexuality, that's just the way I like my body, or like the way I sometimes want to like show my body. It is kind of a way of self-expression, which people I feel like don't really understand. And like I don't see it as a sexual thing at all. Like maybe other people perceive it like that, and I'm okay with that, but I don't see any of my dances or any of my, I don't know, anything I do like sexual. I see them sexy, but I don't see them sexual. And I feel like that's a difference I've never known how to articulate, and that's why me and straight people cannot communicate on this topic, and like they don't understand why I do it, and I don't understand why I do it. Because like, I do want to show my body in those instances. I do like sexy music, I do love music about sex. That's just because it gives a vibe, not necessarily about the words, but about the vibe, and like about how it makes you feel in your body, and how like you can be confident, and how you can, I don't know, I like feeling like, I don't know, I don't think about anything sexual in those moments. I just think about myself and my own body and my own, expressing my own, I wouldn't say sexuality, but like sexiness, you know, because like I feel it more about my body, not necessarily someone else's body. So yeah, I don't know if this makes any sense. This is all I had. Probably there are more, most likely there are more, but it's very cold outside and I don't want to stay here anymore. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna make more videos about this, and I also made a video about asexuality if you want to understand it better. Comment down below if you have any other experiences that you would want to share, especially about this topic, but like any other topic, and comment down below also ideas for next videos. I am very open to talking about anything, and I want to share my experience because I feel like the asexual community is very small, and actually a lot of communities I'm part of are very small. So hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.